Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here. Today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing Super Robot Chogokin, Giant Robo, the animation version. This version of Giant Robo comes from the 1992 OVA, Giant Robo, the animation, The Day the Earth Stood Still. In the distant future, the world is at peace thanks to a new energy source created by Dr. Shinzuma known as the Shinzuma Drive. The Shinzuma Drive is a renewable energy source that powers everything, significantly reducing the need for resources that have polluting after effects. An evil organization known as Big Fire seeks to control the Shinzuma Drive and rule the entire world. To combat the threat of Big Fire, the International Police Organization recruits the experts of justice to fight Big Fire. In addition to the experts of justice, the International Police Organization recruit Daisaku, the master of Earth's most powerful robot, Giant Robo. Now, Daisaku and Giant Robo must lead the charge against Big Fire to save the world. Be sure to check out the 1992 OVA, Giant Robo the Animation, The Day the Earth Stood Still. It's a great series. Super Robot Chogokin, Giant Robo, the animation version, is another fantastic release in the Super Robot Chogokin line. Giant Robo has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, great accessories, and a great range of articulation. Let's jump right into it and take a look at Giant Robo himself. Giant Robo has a great range of articulation. First, let's start with the head. We can look up, down, left, right. The shoulders have a great range of rotation. The shoulders can rotate a full 360 degrees. The arms can come up less than 90 degrees. The biceps are on their own ball joints and have a great range of motion. Next, we have very nice, soft ratcheting, single jointed elbows. The elbows can also swivel. The fists are on ball joints, so we can tilt spin these freely. In the upper chest, we can lean forward, backward, and twist side to side. Spin around to the back to the jetpack. The jetpack can rotate a full 360 degrees. It can actually tilt up about 45 degrees. At the bottom of the jetpack, the thrusters are on their own ball joints with a great range of motion. Moving down to the waist, the cannons going around Giant Robo's waist are on ball joints, so we can spin these around very freely. Moving down to the legs, we can kick forward this much, backward this much, and come out to the side this much. Also in the leg area, the hips this time around are very unique. If we push both the legs forward, you'll hear a hard click. And now, Giant Robo can lean a little bit further forward while the leg motion stays the same, which is pretty cool. Moving down to the knees, we have very nice, single-jointed, hard ratcheting knees. Very cool there. And then finally for the feet can just tilt and swivel. Giant Robo has some die-cast parts, adding to his very hefty feel. Here are Giant Robo's die-cast parts, from what I can tell. When it comes to sculpt and paint apps, Giant Robo is absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, we have Giant Robo's head. The head has a fantastic Egyptian-style robotic head sculpt with a steel blue paint app and red accent lines. In the center of the head, we have a metallic gold accent. The eyes have a great simple sculpt with black pupils and a heavy outline. On the sides of the face, we have tiny rivets that represent the handlebars that Daisaku holds onto while commanding Giant Robo. Moving down, we have Giant Robo's massive chest. The chest has a nice large robotic sculpt. Around the neck, we have a riveted metallic gold band. The traps have nicely detailed, multi-segmented red panels where missiles are typically launched from. In the center of the chest, we have a large, riveted, multi-segmented panel where Giant Robo can launch even more missiles from. At the bottom of the chest, we can see the vents and a line of rivets that go around the entire bottom of the chest. Moving out, we have Giant Robo's massive shoulders. On the top of the shoulders, we have the red riveted multi-segmented panels where the shoulder missiles are launched from. The bottom of the shoulders are lined with rivets. We also have some small panel lines near the bottom of the shoulders. Spin around to the back, we have Giant Robo's jetpack. The jetpack has a large smooth sculpt with a gunmetal paint app. The jetpack is accented with various panel lines and rivets. Coming from the center of the jetpack, we have the nicely detailed exhaust pipes. On the left side of the jetpack, we have a multi-segmented red panel. The arms have a great sculpt, the biceps are skinny with rivets going around them. As we come down, the forearms have a huge sculpt with large red riveted wrist guards. Moving down to the waist, we see Giant Robo's cannons with a gunmetal paint app and red riveted panels surrounding them. In the center, we have a large panel just like in the center of the chest. The skirt has a nice large multi-segmented sculpt that comes to a point. The rest of Giant Robo's body has a fantastic robotic sculpt with red, steel blue, and gunmetal paint apps. As a whole, Giant Robo turned out to be fantastic. The articulation is great, the sculpt and paint apps are very well done, and there is a great amount of diecast content. This version of Giant Robo is one of my favorite all-time Super Robot designs. After an extremely long wait since his first reveal, it's great to finally have this figure in hand. Now, let's take a look at the accessories. Giant Robo comes with 3 hands, a pair of shoulder missiles, a set of bazooka parts, and 1 accessory stand piece. First, let's check out the hands. Giant Robo comes with a pair of open hands and 1 cupping hand. Each of the hands have a large, fantastic robotic sculpt with a gunmetal paint app. The hands attach via ball joints. When attaching the hands, I recommend removing the forearms first. That way, you have more room to swap the hands, and you do not have to worry about misplaced pressure possibly causing you to knock over your figure. Once you remove the fists, attach a desired hand combination to match your favorite dynamic pose. Next, we have the pair of shoulder missiles. The missiles have a nice smooth sculpt with white, black, and red paint apps. The band holding the missiles together has a gunmetal paint app. To attach the shoulder missiles, first remove the panels on the top of the shoulders. Next, insert the shoulder missiles following the slotted pattern, and that's it. Now, with the shoulder missiles attached, Giant Robo can decimate his foes. Next, we have the set of bazooka parts. This set consists of a shoulder support and an inner working piece. The inner working piece has a nicely detailed mechanical sculpt with metallic gold, gunmetal, and dark gunmetal paint apps. The shoulder support is a very simple piece, but what makes it cool is the fact that it is entirely made out of die cast. To set these parts up, first we'll start with the shoulder support. To insert the shoulder support, all we have to do is remove Giant Robo's right trap panel and plug the shoulder support into the slot. To set up the inner working piece, first, remove the top cap of the right bazooka. Next, pull the midsection of the bazooka up until you feel a slight click, and then tilt the bazooka over the shoulder. Next, insert the inner working piece. The inner working piece will clip onto the bazooka track and plug into the base of the bazooka. Next, open up the side panels on the bazooka. Next, tilt the bazooka all the way over and slot it into the shoulder support. Finally, pull the barrel out of the bazooka. You can do this by simply tilting the figure forward. If the barrel tries to retract, you will have to pull it out until you feel the friction taking hold. Now that we have the bazooka fully set up, Giant Robo can blast his foes. Finally, we have the accessory stand piece. To attach, all we have to do is plug it into Giant Robo's lower back. Now with the accessory stand piece in place, Giant Robo can take to the skies. Now Giant Robo does have some great accessories, but for the price of this figure, he feels like he's lacking. Since the shoulder and trap panels are removable, I feel they should have made the chest and waist panels removable and gave us missile bay parts for all of the panels. I would have also liked to have seen some effect parts for the jetpack thrusters or a bazooka blast effect part. Now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's do some size comparisons. To conclude the review, Super Robot Chogokin, Giant Robo, the animation version, is another fantastic release in the Super Robot Chogokin line. Giant Robo has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, great accessories, and a great range of articulation. This figure is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I highly recommend this figure. Be sure to check out the 1992 OVA, Giant Robo the Animation, The Day the Earth Stood Still. It's a great series. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. To see the unboxing of Giant Robo, or to see more Super Robot Chogokin reviews, click the links on the screen. Check out the Facebook fan page, add me on Gemr, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on Twitter. Like, comment, and subscribe.